Yet another taken flag is that of the state of New Canada. It is known as the Pearson Pennant and was designed by Canadian Prime Minister Lester Pearson to replace the British Red Ensign, which had been the colonial flag of Canada and the national flag for a while after that. The design was rejected by the Canadian government, who instead opted for the design we all know and love today. Like the real Canadian flag, the flag has no official meaning in the Federation, instead just serving as a symbol of the Canadian heritage of the state. The oldest state in the Federation, and the first of the original 9 to ratify the new Constitution, is New Illinois. As the home of President John Banks George, presidential candidate Ryan Madden, and countless other important members of the Federation, New Illinois' flag is almost as recognizable as the flag of the Federation itself. The flag features a completely circular sun taken from the sun on the seal of the state of Illinois, and a blue band in the center of a white banner. The blue represents Independence River, one of the most important rivers in the SPN, which has its start in the state. The sun represents the bright hope of the future in the state, and the white banner represents purity. A tricolor of gold, white, and black, the flag of New Monona is simple, but shows similarities to the flag of neighboring Marquetia, as the two states were both at one point a part of a larger nation called the Centralian Consolidation. The gold represents the riches of the state, and the white purity, the black the dark color of Lake Monona. The star in the middle represents the state's membership in the Federation. Another state of Canadian heritage, New Ottawa's flag is different. Featuring a red and white two-part flag, the flag has yellow stars in red representing the ideals of freedom, liberty, justice, and democracy. In the center is a Pokeball because, I kid you not, it looked like it fit. The Canadian maple leaf on the other side of the flag is meant to reflect the heritage of the state and also serves to balance the stars on the opposite side. New West Virginia is a northern state, bordering Poinetia and just south of Decorah. The flag of the state features the Federation's national colors of blue, white, and yellow. In the top of the canton sits a white star, again representing the union of the state within the Federation. In the center of the flag's fly sits a large, six-pointed star, representing the 6 communities which created the state. The flag of New Wisconsin is very, very simple. Containing only the logo of the city of Madison, the red and white banner represents bravery and purity. Another online design, the flag of North Cottage Grove, is somewhat similar to the flag of Meowtopia, with a dark blue and light blue divide, though this time from top to bottom rather than left to right. The light blue on the top represents North Cottage Grove, and the blue on the bottom represents the southern neighbor of the same name. The reflected star also represents the idea of the two states joining eventually in the future. The fact that there are 2 stars also, once again, represents the 2 founders of the Federation. Meant to call back to both Scotland and China, the flag of Patrium features a white Nordic cross on a blue background, being the only state to officially acknowledge the religious meaning of the symbol. The blue represents loyalty, the white purity. In the canton of the cross are 4 stars, 1 large to symbolize the Federation, and 3 stars to represent the 3 nations that the state was previously a part of, the MRD and both the old and new Salamandrastrons. Finally, bringing us back to the original 9, Pearl's flag is noticeably unique, but is regarded as a well-constructed flag. Based on the colonial flag of the region, the flag of Pearl has a red background to represent the fierce spirit of the people of Pearl, with a white oval in the center representing the hope for peace across the nation. In the white center is a torch representing the light of freedom and hope. The last online design, Poinetia's flag, is a checkered blue-white design representing the Federation's national colors. In the center is a yellow compass representing the steady course of progress for the state. Another original 9 flag, the flag of Prairie, is another simple but well-representing flag, with a white-yellow divide representing purity and enlightenment. In the canton is a large red 12-pointed star, as at the time the flag was adopted, there were 12 colonies and Prairie was one of them. Republicania's flag is the only flag in the Union to feature the Starfleet Delta, one of the national symbols of the Federation. In addition, a black background represents the darkness of the past, with the yellow and white stripe representing the hope of the people. The last of the original 9, Ramen, has another example of a well-designed flag, but with a bit of a twist. A blue banner with a black half saltire representing the two parts of the state forms the base of the design. In the canton is a white star representing... Okay, unless I say otherwise, just assume that all the stars on the state flags represent membership in the Federation. But in the lower corner of the fly is a Wi-Fi logo. Yup. Oh well, it's been around for too long for anyone to really care enough to change it. Rhydonia's flag is another tricolored flag, with a green, lime, green pattern. The green represents nature, while the lime green represents the central location of the state. The 4 outer stars in the cluster represent the state's 4 neighbors, Mervania, New Alaska, Meowtopia, and the Republic of Despa. The large central star, well, you know. The flag of South Yahara is another flag taken from the regional flags of the Centralian Consolidation. With a white banner representing purity, the flag contains a green stripe representing the northern half of the Yahara River, with a blue-green stripe at the bottom representing the southern half of the river for which the state is named. And there is a Federation star in the middle of the lower stripe. The blue represents loyalty, the green represents the green algae on the Yahara River's shores. The second newest state, the flag of the state of St. Louis, is the same as the city flag of St. Louis. It features a red background to represent the Spanish who once owned the territory, along with 2 blue-white curving stripes to represent the confluence of the Missouri and Mississippi rivers, which form one singular river moving to the fly of the flag. At the confluence of the stripes is a yellow disc representing the Louisiana Purchase and a fleur-de-lis representing the French ownership and founding of the city. Token Creek's flag features a blue banner representing Token Creek itself, with an eclipse representing the political eclipse of the annexation of the land from the Flint-Jinnepines. Yep, that's the official definition. Valentino is a state which is steeped in history, with 2 separate times when it separated and then rejoined the Fed. The current state flag is the last flag of the independent Republic of Valentino, with a blue stripe representing the loyalty of the state, ironic isn't it, with a white, green, and red stripe representing purity, nature, and bravery respectively. The large number of stars represents the number of provinces the nation once controlled, and the lower larger star is another Federation star. Just for fun, let's take a look at the old state flag. It features a blue-white-green tricolor, with 3 red stars for the then 3 provinces that made up the state. At the top was the words Republic of Valentino, with the date of the state's founding, December 7th, beneath it. Wabasenia's flag features a large Federation star in a ring representing the union of the state and the larger nation. The blue band in the center represents Lake Wabasha, for which the state is named, even though the state doesn't even control Lake Wabasha. And the white and orange represent purity and ferocity respectively. Winona is another relatively new state, but its flag is simple enough to be mistaken for a much older one. Its light blue top represents Lake Monona, on whose southern shore the state sits on. The gold stripe crossing the flag represents the golden beaches on the coast, and the green represents the abundant nature in the state. Winneqau's flag is based on the flag of South Carolina, with a large Federation star atop a blue background, which represents Lake Monona. In the center is a crescent moon, a symbol of South Carolina, and a reference to the Revolutionary-era Moultrie flag. And now on to our last state, Wyalusha. The flag of Wyalusha is the only state flag to include the logo of the Federation of Free Alliances of Sun Prairie, as the state was created as a member nation of that country. Its yellow background represents the Federation, and the blue stripe in the center represents the state. If you guys like this video, let me know in the comments. If you guys want, maybe I could even do another one of these videos about the national flags of the Sun Prairie Nations. Let me know what you want to see next, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.